Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here, welcome back to another counter side video, and guess what? We have two new characters. Karin Wong is here, Zhu Shiyoung is here. So let's talk about them, let's do some quick analysis and give you guys my thoughts and see if they are going to be worth your quartz, your tickets to pull for. Now keep in mind, both of them do have an exclusive costume right now. You can see right here, wow, technical diver Karin Wong, look at this. Look at this skill card in. Oh wow. Do you not want that? And then we have VIP swordsman. Damn, the skins are tempting me for sure. Okay, so let's start off with Karin Wong first because she is pretty straightforward. Like a lot of people would think that she is very similar to Karin Wong. And we can compare stats, right? So right here you can see she has about 18,000 HP. 5.7k attack, about 700 crit, 1600 hit, right? But if we compare with Karin Wong, so Karin Wong has slightly lower attack but higher crit, and crit is usually more useful in most general circumstances. And let's talk about skills because that's where they differentiate themselves. Alright, so the basic skill is pretty similar. So let's talk about passive skill. Alright, equips a firearm specially created for long range interception purposes, inflicts 50% more AoE damage on targets outside a 4-meter range. Now she will deal more damage towards targets that are, outside of the range, and she will specifically target the air units first within range. And if you look at right here, alright, anti-air damage increase, and also at level 5 during passive attack speed plus 10% up to 30%. Now Karin Wong's passive is a bit different. Basic attacks cast 4-second buff. So when this buff stacks 4 times, enhance basic attacks, which is this one, right? And increase the damage on targets by 6% of their current HP, which is pretty cool, right? Not including boss and ships, of course. And you can see right here, at level 5, it will be 8% of the current HP instead. And this can be really strong depending on who you fight, especially if you're fighting a lot of tanks, right? Tanky units like Titan and those, these can be quite a big difference because 8% of their current HP, right? Now, in my opinion, what differentiates Karin Wong and Karin Wong is this skill right here, the special skill. Alright, because this is where they both drops down a shield, and for Karin Wong's shield, it stuns the target for 2 seconds and then it has taunt afterwards, right? But look at Karin Wong's one. So hers moves forward and periodically forces a target to attack it for 3 seconds, and that's about it. Her shield can apparently move forward. Unlike Carl's one, hers doesn't stun. So that is probably the big difference. Yeah, I can see why people would prefer Karin Wong in general most of the time. And also if you look at level 5, right? Hers get immunity to hit stun from special or lower skills when she is around her bulwark. So she has to be near to it or be around it. And in Karin Wong's case, he will summon 1 additional bulwark, like 1 additional shield, 13 meter in front for 4 seconds. And this can be useful. Having an extra shield is invaluable. And in most cases, I'm going to say that Karin Wong is going to have the superior skill in general, and this is probably their strongest skill right here. And also the stun. 2-second stun can be really effective depending on what situation you are in, PvP, or you are getting grouped by a bunch of enemies, right? Alright, going into the ultimate skill. Alright, inflicts AoE damage around the target. You can see damage increase. So it's pretty much the same, right? Inflicts AoE damage on enemies in front. And this skill is pretty much the same, it's just that the animation is a bit different. So, in terms of the overall utility, I'm going to say Karin Wong have a better skill in terms of the special skill. If you intend to pull her specifically for meta but you already own a Karin Wong, there's no need for that because I don't think you really need both of them. It's better off to have like a proper damage dealer in your team for PvP. Alright, so let's quickly jump into practice mode so we can have a look at how she will perform, right? So, okay, so apparently she can't use her skills if the enemy is too far away, which is a bit annoying. So for example, if I deploy her here, right? So notice that I can't use the skill because the enemy is too far away. So I have to have an enemy roughly about 4 meters in front of her, right? So let me summon a ground unit and move the enemy forward. Yep. So that way we have this shield. Alright, the shield does move forward just a little bit to block the enemies. So the moving forward part might or might not be that valuable depending on the situation. So I would still prefer something like Karin Wong's shield to stun the enemy instead of having a shield that moves. And again, let's have a look at the ultimate. So this will basically activate Freedom Strike. Yeah, this is pretty cool actually. Really cool animation. But still, whether the animation is cool or not, at the end of the day, is still pretty similar with Carl's one. Okay, so let's have a look at Zhu Shiyoung. Just like Karin Wong was supposed to be like the female version of Carl Wong, Zhu Shiyoung is supposed to be the female version of Joo Shiyoung, apparently. And we're going to compare their skills because I do think that this dude is actually better despite being an SR. First off, she has better stats overall actually, being an SSR. She has way higher HP, higher attack for sure, slightly lower crit though, which is surprisingly when you compare with Zhu Shiyoung right here, right? I mean, this guy is an SR after all, but this guy is higher crit. So that's about the things that we can compare. And now let's jump into the skills. So for her, for Zhu Shiyoung, the basic attack are both pretty much the same. Now if you look at the passive skill, so range attack damage taken minus 30%. This is only for range. And after every third basic attack, she will enter this stance to counter attack and responds to incoming basic damage with AoE damage. Alright, that sounds pretty cool. If she doesn't counter attack, then her own evasion will be increased by 50% for 6 seconds. So as you can see, going up to level 5, counter attack damage plus 30%, non-counter attack buff also adds attack speed plus 30%. Now as we can compare, this guy has a more versatile skill in terms of can be placed anywhere regardless of, you know, the boss or enemy ship's HP, which is really cool. Alright, I've been using him PvP and he has saved me a number of times for sure. And special skill, ignores damage from hit stunning special skills, shoots a spirit sword, inflict AoE and stuns the target for 1.5 seconds. I have no idea what the heck is this. Is there an error? But yeah, stuns for 1.5 seconds. Now going into Joo Shiyoung's skill, she does AoE damage and blinds the targets for 4 seconds. In my opinion, stun is more useful utility wise as a like CC, right? I would prefer stun over blind. Now blind can be good if your evasion is high, so it does synergizes with your skill, and if you have an evasion ship, she can be annoying for sure. Ultimate skill, inflict AoE damage, again, increase attack and damage reduction by 20% for 12 seconds, and stuns the enemies for 3 seconds. Now the ultimate skill, have a stun. So does this guy. Alright, Zhu Shiyoung also have a stun on the ultimate. And this guy's one, he doesn't have like those damage reduction or increased attack, but his stun is longer, which is 5 seconds. And if you up this to level 5, and this skill always inflicts crit damage, which is crazy. So I would say overall, Zhu Shiyoung is actually very good for an SR. And in most cases, in PvP especially, I think Zhu Shiyoung is gonna outshine Zhu Shiyoung. So overall, if you are pulling for Zhu Shiyoung or Karin, keep in mind that you are going to pull them for waifu. They won't be meta for long. They are going to be strong for now, alright, because we don't have much characters yet for now, for the time being. But once more characters are released in the future, I can guarantee you, like you can see in the tier list in Korea server, they have slowly started dropping. And that's not to say that they can't be used, right? Just because a character is not on the tier list, there might be some formations or some strategy that revolves around them. But keep in mind that in general, they are not as strong as their male counterparts. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for this video. I know they have hot costumes and all. Are you guys going to steal, buy them, purchase both of them? Let me know in the comment section below. As always, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, give this video a like. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.